Hello!
Hello, AOS fans!
It's the agents of Direchasm.
Tonight I'm playing Ravagers.
And I'm going to play the Starblood Stalkers. So Starblood Stalkers, first game on the channel.
Exciting stuff, yes. Yeah.
I haven't got a clue what I'm doing with them, I'll be honest. I haven't got the faintest idea what they're meant to do.
I have, having played a lot of Despoilers in our little Patreon tournament, I completely don't know what I'm doing with the Ravagers either, so this could be a game of mass incompetence.
Well, I mean, our viewers expect nothing less, really, do they?
Weapons of mass incompetence, that should be what we should have called ourselves.
I'm sure we toyed with that idea once in the past or something. Oh no, we were the agents of suboptimal decision making.
Yes, the agents of suboptimal decision. Quite like that. Could be what the S stands for. If we ever needed to change it.
That is a good point. Yeah. I think I don't know if I should have kept my cards or not. It's hard to tell. I do think after you mentioned the Despoilers, actually, I think these guys might play a bit like Despoilers. I think they've got that kind of element of lots of weaker fighters, a bit of random ability, that kind of thing. So it'll be interesting to see how they play out.
I've just realised I probably should have changed my card, but I didn't.
Oops.
So never mind. I didn't even really look at them while we were setting up.
Yeah, I looked at them very briefly, and then I sort of like, let's just get on with this. And
it'll be fine.
Yeah, it's so hard to tell if the cards you've got are any good or not when you just haven't got a clue what your warband's really going to be all about. But that's never stopped us in the past. It's not going to stop us now.
No, indeed.
So we're all set up, ready to roll. Let's crash on into the Direchasm.
Direchasm.
Bye. Hello everyone.
Hello everybody.
We're all set up and ready to rock and roll in the Direchasm.
Yes.
And like we said before in the intro, neither of us have got a clue what we're doing here really, so we're just going to go with it and see how we get on.
Yeah. I've just realised you've got very white and shiny bases.
Yes, because these are the cutouts. So the models haven't made.
I thought you were looking very slim tonight.
Oh, thank you very much. I have been working out by running after the ice cream man. Yeah, so this is all the just the cutouts of the mints. We'll have to make do with some cardboard cutouts, as it were, until we get the real thing. But I'm sure those hard-working boys and girls over on the TTS side of things will be knocking them out pretty quick as soon as they land on the website.
Excellent. Yes, I very much realise I have no idea how to play these Ravagers at all. I really should have done more research.
Well, you're in good company because I haven't got a clue how to play these guys either. So we'll make our
We'll see how we go. Let's just play the cards and see what happens.
Yeah, exactly. Right, so it's time for us to roll off and see who goes first. So if I don't get a crit, then you win automatically. Oh, I could get 3 crits.
Ah, okay. I'm probably not going to get that then. Oh, I'll try rolling 6 dice. Oh dear. Shall I do that again?
I think maybe.
I'm struggling with this new...
Oh, you win.
What did I get? 2 crits.
Scumbag.
2 crits and a double. Well, I didn't see what you got. Right, so I won.
Is yours.
So I think I'll go first.
Boo.
And for my first activation, it's going to be subtle. I'm going to commence with a charge. And I'm going to charge onto this objective here. Oh, no, onto this objective here. The new TTS tends to snap to the hexagons. That must be to do with the fact that the boards snap together. And I'm going to attack whoever this is. It doesn't say. Oh, because I switched off notifications.
You are attacking Hachi. No, yes, you're attacking Hachi.
Okay, so now which one? Excuse me. That one is Razek. So he's 2 hammers. So there's a good chance of missing here.
Well, I've got a shield.
Okay, here we go. Oh, crit support.
I do need this crit.
Oh!
jamminess.
Yeah.
Much jamminess.
Okay, I'll leave you there, I think.
Okay. Anything in your power step?
No.
I have nothing to do either right now. Oh, it's probably worth pointing out we probably both are using primacy in some vein.
Oh yes, most definitely.
I've got nothing, so I will use my reaction. My skinks have their skittish reaction. After an opponent's power step, push this fighter 1 hex away from an enemy within 2 hexes.
Oh.
So I'm just going to shove him there.
Oh.
And then onto my turn. So onto my first go, I'm going to run. Oh, now it's tricksy. I'm going to run this guy 1, 2, 3, 4 round onto this objective here.
Oh.
And then in my power step, I've got nothing I want to do.
Okay. I've got nothing in your power step either. Right. Okay. So for my second activation, I'm going to make a charge action with Zarsha. She's going to go to there. And she's going to shoot 1, 2, 3 at Tok. Did you say that was?
Let me have a look. That is Tok, yeah.
So this is probably going to end up with me rolling 2 crits and blowing myself to pieces. But it's two lightnings needed. One lightning. I'll reroll that one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can't do anything about that because he only rolls 1 dodge.
Okay.
So I assume that's 1 damage and 1 for the lethal?
Yeah.
Oh dear. So that's Tok.
A glory. I won't do anything in the power step. You do have an option to push one of your guys, this one.
Yes, this one can get pushed. I'll just see if I want to do anything in the power step first. I don't think I do, so I will then use his reaction, I think, to go 1 to there. And then it's on to my second go. I'm just going to move the leader 1, 2 over to there.
Ooh.
And again, I have nothing in my power step.
Okay, in for a penny, in for a pound. I'm going to play the. I don't even know. I actually meant to leave this one in. I'm sure I made a change to take this one out, but it does seem to still be in my deck. So I'm going to play the Conqueror's Cloak. She doesn't reach. I'm going to put the Conqueror's Cloak on Thauer Craig.
Oh, our Craig. Okay.
Yeah, on our Craig, yeah. And that takes his movement up to 5 when he makes a charge.
Oh, 5 plus 2 move.
Plus 2 move on a charge, only on a charge.
Ouch, 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 ouch.
And then I haven't got anything else.
I have nothing else neither.
Okay, so for my third activation, I will charge with him. I'm going to charge 1, 2, 3, 4 onto the objective.
No!
I'm going to try and attack your
Gonna slap the comedian about.
Dubry.
Gonna slap my lizard about a bit.
Yeah. So it's 3 swords.
Ouch. Oh.
Nothing at all.
Got him.
Excellent.
just what I was hoping for, says Robin. Anything in your power step?
No.
Okay. I have, I believe, nothing to do neither. So, on to my third go. Or do I actually? I'm going to play the Great Drake.
Oh.
Which is +1 dice to friendly fighters range 1 attacks.
Oh.
Persists till the end of the round.
Okay.
And then on my third go, I'm going to charge with the big guy.
Ooh.
Clacktrock is going to go 1, 2 to there.
So Clacktrock's got 4 wounds, has he?
He does, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So Clacktrock can make his normal attacks. That's 2 hammers and 3 damage. Here we go. Oh, rush.
Nothing.
Nothing at all. But after that, he can make his powerful jaws attack.
Oh yeah.
Which is just one sword. Now I'll roll the hammer. Of course. Ah, fine. And that's fine. That's fine.
Fine.
I'm done.
All fine. Okay, I'm going to play Feigned Strength.
Ooh, what's that?
It's the one where I pretend to be stronger than I am and take the primacy token.
Ooh, okay.
But I can't score from it in the end phase. It goes back to the middle in the end phase. But I will, as a result of that, score Surge of Aggression because I've scored, got the primacy token.
Nicely done.
So I do get a glory for that. Yeah, I'm not going to do anything else.
Okay, I have nothing either.
Okay. So for my final activation, I'm going to make a charge action. I'm going to charge with
Khagra
to here, and then I'm going to interrupt the super action with a reaction, which is spurred on. Play this after a friendly leader's move action. Choose another friendly fighter. That fighter makes one move action.
Okay.
So I'm not sure this is really the best thing I wanted to do with it, but I'm going to do it anyway because it's good fun. And so I'm going to move Zarsha around to here.
Oh, nice.
So we will get double support against on this attack, but I can't kill him or anything.
Ouchie.
You'll be pleased to know. So it's 2 hammers, 3 damage.
Yep.
But I do get double supports.
Two hammers.
Oh, I'm glad I got double support.
Shield. One shield. Nothing. So 2 damage?
It's 2 damage, yeah. I've got knockback 1, but I can only knock you back.
You can only knock me back 1 anyway.
Knock you back 1 anyway. I don't think I will actually, because I'll get more support, so I'll leave you there.
Okay.
Potentially, so I won't do that. I won't knock you back. So, but I have done 3 damage.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, she's 2 hammers, 3 damage. Yeah.
Ouch, 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 ouch.
And I will, in my power step, pop the scavenged armour onto Khagra because she's in enemy territory.
Oh yeah.
That's +1 wounds.
And puts her on guard, but that's less
oh yeah, and puts her on guard. Yeah, which might be relevant this turn. Probably not.
Probably not. Anything? So over to me. I'm going to play the wanky device.
Oh.
So I'm going to make you. What do I?
I can't remember what the wanky device does.
Either I can push 1 enemy fighter 1 hex, or I can pick an opponent and you have to pick 3 fighters and push each of them 1 hex. Now I don't think I want you to do that at the minute, so I'm going to just pick. I'm just going to push you 1 hex.
Nicely done.
Leave. I'm going to shove him to there.
Nicely done.
Yeah, I ballsed something up. And I shouldn't have moved this skink here the second time. I moved him with his skittering ability, basically. Anything for you?
No.
Okay, and I don't think anything else for me either. So on to my 4th and final go. I think I'm just going to charge 1, 2, 3, 4 round to here.
Mm-hmm.
And attack you with Hachi. So Hachi is 2 hammers and 2 damage, which isn't too bad.
No, he's all right, isn't he?
Yeah,
he's not bad.
So 2 hammers and 2 damage.
Don't roll
See
black
what we
ones.
get. Oh, crit.
No. So 2 damage, and presumably you push him into the lethal.
I will, and I've got Pride Before a Fall. Play this during a friendly fighter's attack action after the drive back step. If the target player has the primacy token, deal 1 damage to the target.
Brilliant.
I've somehow managed to one-shot him. I'm not really sure how, but I have.
Well, yeah, you haven't quite one-shotted him, but you have killed him.
No. Yeah, he is dead.
Oh, wow.
Skinks, they're double-R'd. It would seem.
That's a nice card for the Skinks. And actually, that's going in my Despoilers deck as well.
Yes, it's definitely. It's basically. It's kind of a bit like Twist the Knife or Trap, but with a little bit of.
If you're not very good.
Yeah, exactly. It's better if you're a bit shitter, basically.
Yeah.
And that's it for me. I've got nothing else in the power step.
Oh. I feel like you're winning now. I thought I was winning before that attack, and now I feel like you're winning.
And I believe that now I do Inspire.
You do Inspire,
yeah. After your warband holds 3 or more objectives after an activation, so everyone has Inspired. Everyone's inspired.
Yeah, you're not all inspired. Your big guy's not inspired.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, Clacktrock's not inspired. I don't think he's got much longer either.
Yeah. End phase, I have nothing.
Oh, well, I don't feel so bad then, because I don't have anything either.
So I'm going to get rid of Raised Realm. Oh, I think this desecrates this one.
Yes. That one gets a desecration token.
Desecration's what you need. So that one desecrates, but I'm going to get rid of Raised Realm, which is have to have 2 desecration tokens on.
And
if you're wanky device,
the spent glory, do you, for the primacy?
I don't get the spent glory. No, I'm gonna
give it back.
I'm gonna get rid of on the Dark Road as well. It's only 1 glory. It's for having 3 upgrades on, and actually with the current glory situation, that's not necessarily going to happen. And I'm slightly more ploys left in the deck, so I'm going to get rid of Desiccated Gauntlets as well. And
the Desiccated Gauntlets.
I'm going to get rid of my Desiccated Gauntlets and draw 2 new power cards and 5 new 2 new objectives and 5 new power cards.
Okay. I didn't score anything. It seems silly for me to keep hold of all my 3 objectives when I've still got so many more left to play, but at the same time, it's like they could actually be really good now. So
yeah,
I
can't really help you there.
Sorry,
I can't really help you there.
I think I'm going to keep them all.
Okay,
and that might be my terrible mistake, but I am going to keep them all. I'm going to get rid of Living Land, which is flipping an objective token. I missed that. I made so many mistakes with my life. I could flip an objective token that has the same number as the round, or I could move 1 objective token in my territory. I'm going to save myself a whole move then, and done that instead. Bugger. I'm going to put Eagle Eye on Otterpaddle. That enables him 1 dice reroll. And then I'm just going to draw 5 new power cards. I honestly couldn't tell you right now which way the wind's blowing in this game.
I think it's going to come down to dice rolls.
I think so. So let's get the round 2 roll underway. That's right, I'll roll 5.
Okay.
Single and a double.
Single and a double.
A single and a double. Okay.
I'll only roll 4 this time.
Or double
I can't quite see it. Double crit.
Or nothing. Nothing of use.
I think I have to go first.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a dead Clacktrock in a moment.
Well, maybe not. But I'm going to have to try, aren't I?
Yeah.
So I'm going to attack first activation. I'm going to attack Clacktrock. So I'm going to use Khagra. It's 2 hammers. Got double support. Support.
I've got shields. 1 shield.
So 1 shield.
Yeah. No.
No.
Dead Clacktrock.
And that gets me a glory. Okay, I have nothing else at the do I want to put that on? No, I've got nothing else at the moment.
Nothing in the power step?
Nothing in the power step, no. And you can't push anybody.
Sorry?
And you can't push anybody.
No, I can't push anybody because I'm not in range of anybody. I will play Burst from the Shadows, which means I can push 2 friendly hunters, 2 hexes.
Ooh, juicy.
So I'm going to push this little guy, Zepic 1-2 there. I'm doing that because he's Zepic. And I'm going to push this guy 2 over that way.
Okay, interesting.
Back to your.
Still, I have nothing.
Okay, nothing else for me then. It's on to my first go, and because he's epic, he's going to have a go at Zarsha there. So he rolls 3 swords and does 2 damage.
Oh,
You know how bitey is this lizard?
they're better than they.
Ah, fucked it up though.
Oh. They're better than you give them credit for. Or I
They're
gave them credit
better,
for. I haven't
but they're
really.
still quite shit.
Yeah, well, again, it's your dice rolls, isn't it? What it all comes down to.
Well, it only seems to be when I'm against you. You text me.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Okay. Power step. I've got nothing.
Right, sorry, I have nothing in the power step. I think I might, for my second go, might draw a card.
Ooh. Very canny.
I didn't want that one. Okay, yeah, nothing in the power step.
Okay. I have nothing either. And I don't know if I want to push this guy away at all. I don't think it makes a difference to. No, I'm not going to bother skittering him away at all or anything like that.
Okay.
On to my next go. I'm going to charge him to there, I think. And attack again. So he's still not attackable by either of the other 2 on the next go without charge. So, because he's epic, he's going to have a slat at you with 3 dice. I'm going to do it every time, I think. 3 dice. Come on! Oh my god! Sweet Fanny Adams. And I have nothing in my power step.
I've got nothing in the power step either.
Okay.
My third go, I'm going to make a little charge action with old. He's going to resign.
He's just given up. He's just given up.
And make a charge action with. Well, he's Rasek, isn't he? So it's 2 hammers, 2 damage, but I do have single assists.
Oh.
Oh, bloody Nora. Right, try again. I'm not even going to look. There's a crit and a single assist.
Oh dear. So that's him dead. I'm assuming it's 2 damage.
Sorry?
I'm assuming that's 2
2 damage, yeah.
Okay.
Which does give me primacy.
Yeah.
And a glory.
Oh dear,
But I don't score any bits and pieces. I'm going to put haughty resistance on. I'm going to put it on Zarsha.
Okay. I've got nothing to do.
Okay.
So, anything else?
No.
Okay. On to my third go then. This is going to seem batshit, but I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with this guy here.
Okay.
Give him a move. I might as well make a charge out of it, and I'll charge Zarsha.
Okay. Now remember, she's just got haughty resistance on her, which means if you target her after the deal damage step, I gain the primacy token. Otherwise, take a damage off to a minimum.
Okay.
To
So
a minimum
reduce
of
the
1.
damage by 1.
Yeah.
So what do I do normally? I do 2. And how many wounds does she have? 3.
3. Yeah.
Okay, so you can reduce it by 1.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll leave that for now. I'll go after her anyway. So Huachi, if that's how you pronounce it, he's going to attack you with his meteoric javelin. 2 hammers, 2 damage.
They're not too shabby, are they? Or 2 hammers.
Not bad. 2 hammers. Do you need a crit?
No.
Yeah.
Shield.
So
So it's 2 damage.
yeah.
Now, if you have any sort of I can't remember what damage things there are in this game. I'm going to risk discarding the primacy token to knock that down to 1.
Ooh. Okay. And I'll push you back to there. And I will score rested dominance. Because I'm standing on that objective that you were held at the start of the round.
Ah, clever. Oh no,
only
you
scored
can't hold it though,
one.
can you? Because it's got a desecration token on it.
But it gets undesecrated, doesn't it?
But I didn't hold it because it had a desecration token on it.
Oh, that's a good point. It says at the start of the round. So
if the fight tiles an objective at the end of an action phase, desecrate that objective. So I couldn't have been holding it because it was desecrated.
Bugger. All of my plans have just gone up in smoke.
That's a real...
And nothing in my power step.
I have nothing in the power step either.
Okay, your fourth and final go.
I'm going to make a charge action, I think.
So charging who?
I'm going to charge with Khagra around there into that hole. So it's 2 hammers, 3 damage. With supports. Or a hammer and a support.
2 successes, so I need a shield. I need a crit rather. Nope. So dead, and you get the glory and the
primacy back.
Token. Anything in your power step?
Yeah, I'm going to put +1 wounds onto... I'm going to put it on Rassic, actually.
Okay. Rassic. I still pass. Anything else for you?
No.
My last.
This now doesn't have a desecration token on it, does it?
It doesn't, I think. I can't remember what it is.
I think you
in the power step, if an enemy fighter is on the same hex, remove that token. So yeah,
so it doesn't
removed. I am going to charge with Otterpaddle just 1 onto the objective here and shoot at you.
You need a crit.
Yeah.
Is it 1 or?
In fact, I might as well charge 1, 2, 3 to there.
Okay.
Because then nobody else can get him.
Okay.
Apart from Zarsha.
Yeah.
Unless you move Zarsha first, then you can charge with Razik, but that's about
Razik,
as far away as I can get.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's 3 crits, and I get 1 reroll. 1 crit.
1 crit, nice.
And a reroll. No, just the crit. But you do need a crit. No.
So
I believe that's Zarsha dead.
Oh.
Because it's 2 damage.
Oh.
I do get Sotek's Hunters as well, which is a surge. Score immediately after your activation, which a friendly fire made a range 3+ attack that took an enemy out of action.
Nice. I didn't think that was worth taking, but I was wrong.
You finally get a glory. And in the power step, I want to pick up another card. Ha. Oh, God. And then in the power step, I have nothing that I want to do.
Okay, I'm going to put the Feral Symbiote on Khagra.
Yep.
So that's... Have you got anything else in the power step?
No, nothing, mate.
Okay. I'm going to use Living Land to pull this objective here underneath one of my fighters, underneath Khagra.
You can't because that's not in your territory. You have to
it's got to be in my territory. Oh, I hadn't noticed that. I won't do that then. So is it just flip? In that case, I'll just flip the. I'll just flip. Oh no, flip an objective token. I'll just flip objective 2 then.
I had exactly the same one.
So I haven't got anything else.
Okay. On to the end phase then.
Yeah. So I get 1 unspent for primacy.
Yep.
Or spent rather. And I score Awesome Predator because I... actually, I didn't need to put the Feral Symbiote on thingy, but I did. So I've got a damage attack of 4. I've got an attack of 4, and I've got the primacy token. So that's I scored that.
That's a good point.
Yeah, but
you don't get double glory then.
No, and I've also scored Bold Deeds, which is score this in end phase if there are 2 or more enemy fighters out of action, and every surviving friendly fighter is enemy territory.
Nice.
So even had I realised that Zarsha might have survived, I probably would have let you kill her because you might have pushed her into here, and then I wouldn't have scored that. So That's possibly a mistake, but I think I would have done it. I'm going to get rid of Pitiable Death because I don't like it and I don't think I'm going to score it. And I'm going to put Savage Speed on Khagra. With my I got extra 2 glory. I didn't put on 1, 2, and I'm going to draw 4 new power cards and 3 new objectives.
Okay. I've scored nothing. I'm going to get rid of Rested Dominance. I'm going to get rid of Will of the Slan, which is hold an objective in each half, basically, because I bollocks myself up the first round by pushing the skink too far away, and then I screwed myself up in the next round because when you pointed out that I couldn't score a glory for holding that objective that you previously held, I then couldn't reach the other objective again. And I'm going to get rid of Instinctive Tactics because I have nobody who has any reactions left.
Oh no!
So it's all shit. I'm going to get rid of Scavenged Armour, Hungry Armour and Slick Rock, and I'm going to put Proud Runner on Otterpattle.
Otterpattle?
Which is that if he moves 5 hexes, I get the primacy token.
Oh.
And I'm going to draw everything, but I think it's too little, too late at this stage in the game. Time to roll for round 3. And I fear it's already over. Oh, you've got crit.
I think I'm going to let you go first.
Oh, really? Okay. So my first activation, I'm just going to move this guy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I've got nothing in my power step.
In the power step, I'm going to put Savage Visage on her.
Ooh, what's that do?
She's a hunter. I can re-roll 1 roll dice on this fighter's attack roll to wage 1 attack actions for each of these upgrades that have 1 or more instances of the hunter keyword. And I think she only has, she has 2, so I can re-roll 2 dice.
I've got nothing, I pass, so your first turn hitting kicks you in the face.
Right, so I can re-roll 2 dice, so it's 3 hammers.
There's 3 hammers.
Can I get ending now? I can't see them.
No.
Sorry?
No.
No, okay, so I'll re-roll these 2. 1 hammer.
1 hammer. Is she 3 hammers then, inspired?
Oh, she's not even inspired, she's 2 hammers, 3 damage. Sorry. It's still the same, isn't it, I think?
I guess you roll more dice.
Because I roll 1 extra dice,
but
I can I re-rolled both, so I can still re-roll both. It's just 1 hammer, yeah.
Okay, so I have 2 dodge, so I need a dodge to survive. No. Okay,
I don't know why you play against me. I just.
You get glory, you get the primacy. Do you score anything?
Yeah, I've scored Savage Exemplar.
Nice, that's another glory. Anything you passed up?
No.
I've got nothing to do either, so on to my second activation. I'm just going to move this guy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over to the corner. And at that point, because he has Proud Runner on him,
you take the primacy token.
Gain the primacy. And I will just sit here. I do score Surge of Aggression because of that, because I gained the primacy token.
Okay.
I get a glory for that one. Pick up a new card. And that's it for me. I pass in the power step.
Okay, I have nothing in the power step. My second go, I'm going to make a move action with Khagra. I'm going to move Khagra to there.
Yeah. And
then in the power step, I'm going to play Ritual Desecration, which desecrates that. Same thing. Yeah, it desecrates that one, which will score me Brutal Desecration.
What's that one have?
That's if
you desecrate
something.
Okay.
Then I'm going to play rack the land.
Rack of Lamb.
Yeah, which pick one objective token and empty hex within 1 hex of one or more friendly fighters and desecrate that one. So desecrate
5.
Desecrate that one there, number 5. And if you've still got nothing, I'm then going to play Ravaging Advance. I just realised I should have taken an objective. Got the cards all muddled up as well. I'm going to play Ravaging Advance just to push.
Khagra 1 back.
Yeah, which means I score Malevolent Exploits because I've paid 3 power cards in the same power step. That's me done.
Cool. My third go then, I'll get rid of, flip a objective. I'll pick a new one up.
Okay, I will now score Desolate Domain because I have got all the tokens in my half. Got thingy tokens on. And I've got nothing in the power step.
Okay, on to your third go?
Third go.
Fourth go?
Fourth go, is it?
I'm assuming so 'cause you went first.
I'll just take a card.
Okay.
And I won't play it.
Okay. Fourth go for me. I'll get rid of Balance the Cosmic Equation, which is holding more objectives than you. And I'll pick up another card. Okay. Right. And nothing in the power step.
Okay, I've got nothing in the power step. I will, in the end phase, score Aggressive Display because you have 2 fighters out of action, and Glorious Slaughter because you have 3 enemy fighters out of action, so it's 3 more glory.
Nice. Okay, I have scored Aggressive Display. I've scored the Greater Hunt because... No, I haven't. I've scored Underdog because you've scored many objectives and I scored fuck all. I get 2. I thought I might have scored the Greater Hunt, but I realised that your fighter's a hunter now.
Yeah, I've got 1 hunter.
So, yeah.
What's the Greater Hunt do?
If you have more hunters than your opponent.
Okay, basically. That's worth knowing. Not in a different game, I've got Savage Strength sitting, which I thought there's no point in playing. But knowing that that's out there, I could have I would put it on Rasek probably just to,
give
make
yourself
sure.
more hunters.
Yeah.
Oh, that was an awful game. I think part of the problem there was the fact that I kept my opening 3 cards and I shouldn't have. And I bollocksed myself up trying to... I don't know if I would have done, but in the end of the first round, where I had one of the skinks in the middle of the board here,
yeah,
and on the second activation, I think I shunted him back another hex.
Yeah.
I don't know if you would have still gone after him when Clack Trock was in the way. If I hadn't moved him back 1, he would have been able to reach objective 3 on your side. And then I would have been able to score Will of the Slan and I would have inspired, but because I hadn't, I couldn't then get onto that objective over there, and then I kept it in the second round when I shouldn't have done. Although again, I had a vague chance of being able to do it, but it was all the time I could get a glory, so I could put the Proud Runner upgrade on Otter Paddle, so I could run him across to go onto objective 3. But of course, I charged onto objective 5, and then realised afterwards that I couldn't score.
I think that's just a little rules quirk that Ravagers make it more difficult for your guys to play into, and especially like the first time we played it. You wouldn't do that again, if you know what I mean, because you'd remember.
Yeah, you don't make that cock up more than once, really.
No.
Rested Dominance is a card that's almost impossible to score against you, I think.
I can't remember. It's where you have to score.
Basic.
Yeah.
Well, it's one of 2 ways. I mean, you can score it because you can do the if you can
primacy.
Gain the primacy token from an opponent.
And you've got a couple of options. Have you got Feign Weakness in the deck as well or not?
No.
Okay.
No, I haven't got Feign Weakness.
Sorry, Feign Strength it would have to be, wouldn't it? Sorry, Feign Strength it would have to be.
Yeah, possibly I should have taken Feign Strength, but then it probably wouldn't have come out at the same time. Of course, I also had the card which was where you could flip the objective that matched the round number you were on, but then round 1 and 2 were both on my side.
Huh.
So But I have the objective, which is flip an objective in your opponent's half, which didn't come out at the same time anyway, so it didn't make that much difference. That's why I moved Kixie Taka over to next to Khagra at the beginning of round 3, because if you hadn't have swatted him, and it was close because you only got 1 success on 2 dice.
I did.
But I didn't roll a single defence, I don't think, all game. I could have then flipped objective 3 using his ability to flip an objective, and then I would have scored it. Yeah, not that it mattered at that point, it was already like 13-1 or something like that. So
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think I've set out particularly well. I my objectives were a bit rubbish. I used the feigned strength to get the primacy, which then actually you ended up doing me some damage and killing somebody. And then I don't think I got nowhere close to inspiring. They're very hard to inspire if you don't have the objectives in your half.
Yeah, but then, I mean, whilst they're not bad when they inspire, they're not bad when they're uninspired either. No,
and of course, two. I did have 2 cards that came out right at the end to flip objectives. Not flip objectives, desecrate objectives. So that definitely would have helped had I had those cards earlier. But at the end, you kind of get glimmers of how the Ravagers can be quite nice in the sense that I chained quite a bit of glory and flipping of tokens and what have you, which was quite successful. Matt did that to me in a full championship game. They got a few more options, and he just kept scoring glory at the beginning of the game. I couldn't do anything about it. So I don't know. I think I just got lucky. It was very similar. It felt very similar to my game against Noxtius Owen, the Crushers, where just at the end of the game, towards the end of the game, the objectives just fell into place, and I was able to score. And I think when we look back at it, I know people always decry your dice roll against me. I think again, I mean, at the beginning it was fairly even. I think I missed a couple and you missed a couple, but then by the end you didn't hit. I don't think. Or you did kill 2 fighters, I suppose. But I didn't do bad. And Frank, I killed Craig with that single attack. That was as jammy as you could get, really. But then you did, and I think you rolled a crit defense right at the beginning. Might have been. I think right at the beginning you rolled a crit. I did a crit hit so much. Over here, I did a crit hit, and then you rolled a crit defense. It might have been, Right at the start. But other than that, after that, you just, I rolled everything I hit. I did maximise my chances. I did bring in supports and what have you. I think the problem here was less the dice because I think it was just more the fact that I should have got rid of the opening cards that I had, probably. Yeah. I do wonder whether the Vanguard meta is particularly painful. I'll probably find out next week. Particularly painful for the Stalkers because in Championship meta you've still got push cards, distractions, a few more objectives for holding objectives. Which you're trying to do. But here there just aren't any at the moment, are there? There's very little. No, I mean, looking at the last few objectives I had near the bottom, I had Winged Death, which is make a charge with 6 hexes, which I could have, that was fairly achievable, and I didn't get that one. And the other one I had was Dominant Position, which is hold more objectives than you. Either of those were doing much more useful earlier in the game. Yeah. Winged Death is a handy card for you guys. It's quite funny because I've been looking at the Ravagers and think, I had a deck for the Ravagers from our previous games. And they can't make much use of very many of the new cards that came out with the Stalkers. Whereas I feel like some of the other warbands can, like the one you scored, or the one you used down here to get the primacy. I can't remember what it's called. That's quite good for the fast warbands because these guys only move 3, are hard to inspire, only inspire up to 4. Those cards aren't a great deal of use. Yeah, Proud Runner is a +1 move card. And then you have to make a 5 hex move, basically. Yeah, so unless you're inspired, they're no good. I think I also got lucky, I realised, because I had things like destroy all the objectives in one half, and I only put 1 in here, which is great. But all the rest of my cards were do things in your enemy territory. And so I was lucky I was able to get back and knock that one off. I think that otherwise that would have been a bad deck decision. That's the kind of thing I was saying. Everything fell into place that I actually could move in and do that. And that also tied in with having to play 3 power cards and having 1 power card, which meant I could push my fighters, but only when they were in your half. So, I'm sorry, not in your half. So I could run one back and then push him backwards again, which is a bit daft, but score me the glory.
Yeah, I think overall, for me, I just should have got rid of those objective cards, or some of the cards just didn't come out when I needed them. Looking at my other cards in my deck, I had the one which is take a fighter and put them on an objective anywhere, and that was right at the bottom. That would have been handy earlier.
Right.
Several cards for the lizard man himself, a Clacktrock. Could have done with those. Sotex Venom, which is a poison, that would have been handy, which just gives someone a move token. Unfeeling Resilience, that would have been handy on Clacktrock. Might have survived maybe, but I didn't have the glory to spend anyway, so it doesn't really make much odds. There we go. I am still interested in trying to play these guys a little bit more, because I think they'll get more interesting once I can.
Yeah, I mean, I was wondering. We were enjoying our Vanguard games. I did wonder whether we should go and play with some championship cards.
I don't know. I just quite like not having so much choice to have to flick through, because there's just so many cards.
Well, I do like that. I just sort of wonder a little bit whether we're underpowering some of the warbands, but then maybe the other cards are overpowering them. If you see what I mean, you're all playing from the same card pool, so I suppose really it ought to be fair. I think I do worry that if we do that, you will end up with this Voltron meta in every game.
Yeah,
which,
I think so. Although if you do that, I mean, people like Otterpattle really do really heavy counter to that, because his ability to give you a move token.
True. Yeah.
I mean, if Clacktrock had hit over here when he made his attack, then Razik would have been in a lot more trouble, having taken 3 wounds.
Yes, for sure.
Just wasn't meant to be in the end. So definitely looking forward to trying these guys out again in the future. I might take them for our season 2 TTS.
There's going to be a few of those knocking around. I'm sticking with the despoilers.
Yeah.
I'm going to see how they go. Although there aren't that many cards that are brilliant for them. Although the one that you played, this one, the running down here for quickly card, is a good one.
Yeah.
And the twist the knife light card, the ploy. It's pretty good, because any warband where you've got some dangle bros, that's when you're giving up, you're going to be giving up primacy. That's a good card to take, I think. That will time will tell.
I think more and more as I go along, I think I'm going to drop Slick Rock from my decks. Most of the time, it doesn't actually come in that useful. In my games, I've barely ever used it.
No, it very much depends. It's a little bit matchup dependent. I mean, I thought it would be useful in this game. But I took it anyway because there's not a lot of other choices. But I thought it would be useful in this game. But it was getting towards the bottom of, it was sort of card 9 or 10. I think I had 11 ploys at one point there. It was in the which one is going to be, which one's not going to, which one am I going to take out? It was definitely an option, and I kept it in the end because I think it is powerful. It's, if you're charging onto objectives and you stop somebody from attacking you, it's very strong. But I do take your meaning, and I think what I'm interested in, the thing I'm most interested in at the moment in this game, I think, is the playing around the primacy token, working out ways for not being able to win it being good for you. And I'm really interested in, and we're not quite there yet, but the hunger mechanic. I don't know if you've taken an in-depth look at it. I know John Grant has, who's one of our patrons. He's written a whole blog post about it, which I haven't actually read. But there are quite a lot of interesting looking cards. There just isn't the reliability of hunger tokens to use yet. But I think when we get another batch, there's going to be some really interesting interactions there with moving out your opponent's fighters around when they've got hunger tokens and scoring objectives off them and that kind of thing. And I'm really interested to see how that goes. And I quite like, there seems to be this time round a bit more card play around, I suppose it's control play. So that you've now got objectives, you've now got things that make you better if you haven't got primacy or if you lose primacy. And there are other ways to get primacy, like, so for example, you can score rested dominance with a warband that doesn't hit that hard now if they run quickly, and that kind of thing. I'm really interested in that, in seeing how that builds, and I'm hoping it builds into something interesting. And you've got a bit more card play tactics, because I think I like the game when you're kind of tit for tatting on cards, whereas quite often in the very aggressive hit meta, it's kind of like just trying as fast as you can to get the best cards out on your Voltron fighter. Which is reasonable, but it's quite interesting when you're playing things which actually affect what your opponent might do, or you're reacting to what your opponent has done with your cards. That becomes a bit more, I suppose, a bit more like a card game then, a bit more tactical, rather than just, well, I've got to get these out. Do you see what I mean? Does that make any sense whatsoever?
Yeah. So there you go. Hope everybody enjoyed watching that one. Do point out any major rules issues that we had there. I think we'll have definitely forgotten some of the warband ones. And in fact, you spotted after the fact that Zarsha could have used the sacrifice, the
that's a new upgrade, isn't it? And I just forgot. But as I said to you, I don't know whether you kept it in the final edit. I probably would have let you kill her anyway, because if you had pushed her, she was on the edge, and if you'd pushed her, if she'd survived and you pushed her, I wouldn't have scored one of my objectives, which was worth 2. So I think, considering the battle state, if you only had 2 fighters left, I think I would have thought that was a reasonable deal.
Yeah, and there was one card we talked about when we went over the cards in our Tuesday Night Live, which was the one about scoring a surge, scoring a duel, and scoring a hybrid. I didn't take that in the end because all of the duel cards at the minute in the Vanguard Plus meta are rubbish. Pretty much.
That's a shame.
And type anyway.
So we need a good duel card in the next batch.
Exactly.
Yeah, I say I've not looked at that yet, but
there's other warbands I think would do it better, but obviously they don't have the card because the objective is a warband specific one. So
because you had some really good reliable ones. That, I mean, like if you were playing the championship meta, I think Swift Capture's a dual card. I think it's dual surge. So
yeah, it might be
because I think it's an objective in one half and an objective in the other. I mean and that would be for these guys.
Would have been great.
It's like almost number 1 card, I would have thought.
And hidden purpose as well.
Sorry?
Plus hidden purpose as well, plus supremacy and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, hidden purpose. But that's not a duel, is it? I don't think. I was talking about the dual cards, so that that's a really easy scoreable dual card to make that in phase card of yours worth having.
Yeah. So there we are. Hope everyone enjoyed that, and we'll see you soon in the Direchasm.
Direchasm.
Bye.